It's Live with Kelly and Ryan. Today, from the series Quantico and the movie Baywatch, Priyanka Chopra. And star of the new TV movie Dirty Dancing, Abigail Breslin. Plus, if you have a question or comment for the co-host, send it to the inbox. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
Thank you all.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, love you too. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. Thank you for being here today, Tuesday, May 23rd, 2017. A day following really horrific news coming out of England last night. I know you probably have been there many times. I have not, but this bombing at the Ariana Grande concert. I just wanted to cover it off the top of the show because so many of us are parents, so many of us have sent our kids into concerts, and you expect them to come home safe and happy, and this is one of these tragic, terrifying incidents that are meant to do just that, terrorize us. And so just some facts that we have right now is that 22 people were killed and 59 others were wounded. And the Greater Manchester Police said that a 23-year-old man has been arrested in South Manchester in connection with the attacks. And that's pretty much all they know right now because it's an open investigation and the facts are changing constantly. But we just think about all of the parents and all of the kids and all of the people that were affected and impacted by this. And, you know, it's a phrase that is said so much, but there are no other words other than that our thoughts and prayers are with the families.
Yeah. It's true. I know many of you have been seeing it on the news all morning, and I spoke to some parents early this morning on the radio live who had sent their kids to concerts last night across the country. And they obviously were devastated, but, you know, they were thinking about those parents who dropped their kids off and were waiting to hear from their kids. I mean, you've been in that situation where you're picking your kids up. And, you know, to not know, to not have that information. And interestingly, social media helped track down some of the kids in Manchester last night. There was one young lady who, her parents, they couldn't find her, and social media helped track her down and tell her parents that she was safe. But there is, in these tragedies, the strength of humanity comes out. And I also talked to people in London this morning who said that there is a state of calm. There is a state of togetherness, there's a state of unity, and there's a state of strength in the UK. It's a shame it has to come through this, but there is good that can happen from things like this.
I was watching CNN last night, and they were saying that people were opening their homes nearby to just allow people into their homes. So they had like sort of all of these mobilized units.
They had a hashtag.
Just regular civilians opening their homes and saying, come in here and you can find, you know, you can reach out to each other from the stability of inside our home, or you can find safety and you can find shelter inside the home. And it's really, you mentioned this, but there's a video that somebody posted, and I guess I watched it all night on CNN, and it's funny, the kids all climbed into bed with me, all of them. And so it opens this discussion, like, what do we do in case this happens, right? But I saw this video and it resonated with me so much because I have been the mom. There's a video of a woman standing at the base of the stairs where these kids are all
coming down
running,
the stairs,
and you can see her
looking for.
You can just see her, the terror and the fear and the searching. And I was like, wow. I've been that mom 100 times. I've been that mom, you know, not in that situation, but I've been the mom just waiting at the place where we decided we would meet at the end of the show.
I spoke to a mother named Linda this morning who is a 22-year-old who she just sent off to London to study. And she said that her daughter actually said to her before all this happened, she said, Mom, I'm worried about what's going on in the world. And Linda said to her daughter, well, sweetheart, you've got to see culture, you've got to live your life, you've got to get out there, you've got to do these things if you have the opportunity. And she said to me, Ryan, am I wrong by saying that in the wake of what happened? And I said to her, no.
No.
You know, you have to pursue that opportunity and pursue your dreams and not let it stop you.
That's right, because that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to keep us all sort of divided and inside our homes and terrified.
I spoke to, so, you know, part of my other job is to be at many of these pop concerts around the country. I've been friends with Ariana Grande's family for many, many years, and she, needless to say, is just devastated. They've suspended her tour, and about 30 seconds before we went on the air, I spoke to her manager, Scooter. So she's with family, and, you know, I think that there's a lot of question. There's some anger because these are kids.
These
who
are
just
babies,
trying.
yeah.
These are kids who were looking forward, talking about it all day at school, going to this show with their moms and dads and their friends, and that is what struck me so hard last night and watching it, and what was just most upsetting, because I've stood on these stages and I've seen these 11, 12-year-olds.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, of course. It is. There are no words. There are no words. And again, it's, you know, I'm just speaking from my experience. I used to go into the concerts with the kids when they were little, and now they're at an age where, Mom, we're old enough. Let us go on our own. So, you know, you let them go on their own, and then you, as a parent, spend the rest of the night sort of cruising around the perimeter of the arena, just like looking, you know, with a hot dog from the vendor, just sort of waiting for connection with your kids. It's a very helpless feeling. I cannot imagine how, I can't imagine all of those parents who, and children who experience that.
So as Kelly said, our thoughts and prayers are with all of them, and we're going to try and give you, there is so much. There is so much. We talk about the bad. There's so much good in this world. There's so much good in this country, and we're going to try and bring a little of that goodness for you here today on the show. So,
but before we bring you the good, there is some more. It's not bad news, it's just news. Our very own Art Moore. I don't know if you've noticed, Art Moore has been missing for 2 days.
How many years has Art Moore been on this show?
500 years. We actually looked it up. He's been on the air for 500 years. There are cave drawings of Art Moore sitting on a stool with a cue card in his hand.
Barefoot running his car down the path.
And he's never missed a day.
You never miss a day.
No.
So she's never missed a day, you've never missed a day? One day.
In 17 years.
And how about you, Gelman?
I think it's one day in like 30-something years.
And Art's right with you.
Right.
He's a good record.
So Art has missed 2 days. He threw his back out, everyone, and he can't reach his pill bottle. So that's the really devastating. You know, from what I hear, he's just inches away, but he can't reach his blacks and greens.
I'm learning about the staff here day by day.
We have.
So should we call him on the phone? We have him?
Yeah.
All right. Art, are you there?
I'm here.
Well, it's good to hear your voice.
I'm barely here, but I'm here.
So what happened, Art?
Well, I wish it was an exciting story, but it's so boring. Saturday, I was taking groceries out of the car, and I went to turn to grab a bag, and I suddenly felt this twinge. And I thought, oh, okay, I just got to watch myself. Well, I get upstairs, I put stuff away. Saturday was fine. Later in Saturday night, I started to feel a little bit shaky in the lower back region. Then yesterday, it just seized up, and it's difficult to walk more than like 10 steps. So I'm not sure whether there's a muscle pull or sciatica situation. I'm not sure yet, but
Big word.
The doctor's in the house, so he's checking.
What kind of groceries were you buying?
Well, just the normal, you know.
Apparently a box of canned goods or something heavy.
Well, no, the stupid thing was I was trying to balance too many bags, and I really shouldn't have been doing that.
All right, just don't come in with a tan in 2 days. Then we're really not going to buy your story.
Yeah,
because story's good so far.
I wish that were the case. I mean, and plus it annoys me that I have missed a day.
I know, but don't worry, we're carrying on here.
Yeah.
Well,
the show will go on.
The show must go on.
But you're missed, Art.
Well, I appreciate it.
Gelman's never been happier, I'm going to tell you right now.
He's got full control.
Gelman feels like he is totally in control of this.
Oh, yeah.
He is literally going crazy. He put, you know what he put? He put food down on your stool.
Uh-oh. As long as he didn't put Pepsi or put that away or do something.
Yeah, no.
Well, Art, feel better. We're with you, my friend. Look forward to seeing you soon, okay, buddy?
Thank you, I appreciate
Feel
it.
better.
All right, pal.
Take care.
I love that man so much.
You guys, good attendance here. I like that. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah,
You
no.
know?
Yeah, we don't play around here.
You could tell he's really upset with himself.
No, he's really upset. We should make him feel bad when he comes back, too. We should be like, the wheels fell off the wagon without you. Like, make him feel extra guilty for not coming in. But that's the worst pain when you throw out your back because breathing hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Sneezing, breathing, moving, getting up to use the restroom in the middle of the night, all of it is a problem.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, I know you have a landline. Does anybody not have a landline at their home? Is some hands are up,
Oh my gosh,
right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
That's
do
six,
not have
oh
a
my gosh,
landline.
a lot.
Those are my
What?
people. Those are the millennials. Yes, my people. I have millennial denial.
You are a millennial. In my mind, you're a millennial. Like, I was like, well, Ryan's a millennial.
Yep, my TV thinks I am based on what it picks.
Okay.
So 50% of American homes do not have a landline telephone, but they've got the wireless telephone. So we haven't set up the landline here since I've moved yet, and I'm thinking maybe I should.
Set up a landline.
Okay.
Because years and years ago, there was a big blackout that happened. Do you remember the big blackout of 03?
Downtown.
Yes, downtown, where everything happens. And nobody had a landline, and it was only the people with landlines that were able to communicate with anybody, anywhere, to say anything. And I learned at that moment, we need a hard landline connected to a wall. Connected to something, you know what I mean? Not a wireless phone, a landline, a hard landline.
It's just one more number to have to keep track of, though, Ripa.
No, you can remember it. And you don't need to call it ever. You just need to call from it.
From it. So you have it in case of emergency. Okay.
So this is an incredible story. I don't know if you all heard this story, but this, so this person dropped $15 30 years ago for a piece of costume jewelry. Now, I love flea markets, and I love to find treasures at flea markets, especially jewelry. But I can honestly say that I have the world's largest collection of worthless jewelry on earth. Like, I love a treasure. I love a unique piece of costume jewelry. So this person bought a piece of costume jewelry that turned out to be a 26.27 carat white diamond. It's expected to fetch about $454,000 when it's auctioned by Sotheby's next month. The buyer had no idea that the ring was a 19th century diamond. It wasn't cut to show off the brilliance and clarity. In those days, like, they just sort of kept it in a raw, like more of a raw fashion. So anyway, it turns out it's this amazing find. So now I'm starting to look at my worthless, crappy jewelry
in a different
with
light.
new eyes. Like, maybe I'm sitting on a fortune. Who knows? Maybe I've got something.
See, I am hopeful. I do believe things like that happen. Like at the beach, I have that metal detector.
You do? Do you really?
I do. And I'm going to find the treasure.
Wait, have you ever found anything?
No, but I go to the beach once or twice a year, and I'm out there with that metal detector. When I was a kid, I always wanted it, and I got it in a catalog, and I still have it.
I remember, like, praying for that. You know, praying like Santa Claus, like, please, Santa Claus, bring me the metal detector so my ship can come in. I don't know why I thought my ship was going to come in, but I was always waiting for my ship to come in.
You were combining thoughts.
Yeah. So, but I'm fascinated by the people with the metal detectors.
Trust me, South Carolina beaches, Florida beaches, I'm coming, I'm gonna find a treasure. It could be this summer, look out.
Do you want to hear something crazy? This is a true story. I was on vacation this is like 8 years ago. I was on vacation, I was in the water, my sunglasses, my Tom Ford, not the $5 imitation Tom Fords, but my actual Tom Ford sunglasses, a wave hit, knocked off, lost in the ocean, okay? Of course, because you never lose the $5 sunglasses. You only lose the good kind. The following year, come back, same spot, same beach. My girlfriend and I are wading in the water together. She is like footsing around with her foot, and she's like, what is this? And she pulls up my sunglasses. Yep. Missing one lens, but I had them relensed. Yep, they came back to me. They came home to Mama.
All right. There's a Tom Ford God, apparently.
See, you would have been monkeying around with the thing on the beach.
I'm going to find something, I promise you.
You find those sunglasses.
I'm going to find your extra lens.
Yeah.
All right, good one today. What do we have?
Yes, Priyanka Chopra's here.
Also, Abigail Breslin is with us.
Yes. You ready?
Yep. I think it's up there.
Yeah, okay.
It's up top.
Yeah, it's up top.
Here we go.
It's time for Burst into Spring Travel Trivia.
Wait, you think Art was pissed earlier after seeing that?
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
And now, is your name Jagdeep?
That is correct.
Did I pronounce it correctly? Talwar, right?
That is correct.
Yes, from Voorhees, New Jersey. My parents live there.
That's wonderful.
That's where my parents live. Yeah, okay. Do you know them? No. Okay, maybe you'll bump into each other.
I'm sure.
Shopping.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Leanne Larson from Marquette, Michigan is on the line. Hello, Leanne. How are you?
I'm fine, Ryan. How are you?
Very good. Say hi to Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. How are you today?
Hey, Leanne, what's going on?
Oh, I'm just so excited that you called me. I was sleeping, so I'm up. I've had a cup of coffee.
All right.
You sleep in.
I was up late last night working on wedding decorations.
Oh.
Who's getting married?
My daughter.
Oh, congratulations.
Amazing.
Great. Is this the first that's getting married?
Yes, it is. And she lives in Alaska. I live in Michigan. Weddings in Michigan. So it's been a lot of fun.
You know, Alaska is so interesting for women. They say that the men outnumber the women there by a lot to a little.
Those are the facts.
Those are the facts as I know them.
Well, congratulations. That's very exciting. Let's see what you're playing for right now. Good luck, Leanne.
Great prize, the Tonka Verde Ranch in Tucson, Arizona. 7 days and 6 nights. It's all inclusive. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $6,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guest. Leanne, good luck.
Here we go. On yesterday's show, we talked with Zac Efron. Who did Zac say was his idol growing up?
Michael Jackson.
Welcome back. On tomorrow's show, from the new film Wonder Woman, Chris Pine will be sockless with me.
Yes, that's right. And the winners and the runner-up couple from Dancing with the Stars, who will be named tonight. Tonight is the night.
We all love our first guest as CIA agent Alex Parrish on the ABC drama Quantico. Now she's making her Hollywood movie debut in Baywatch. Please welcome the very talented and gorgeous Priyanka Chopra. You want this chair?
It was supposed to be mine.
Oh, you can sit. You can.
I auditioned for it and everything.
Well,
and you got the job.
Here, I saw Baywatch. I can answer all the questions.
Welcome to the show, Ryan.
Thank you. How many times did you co-host?
Well, I co-hosted once. I did an audition backstage at the Oscars, too.
She was so good backstage at the Oscars that we said, well, maybe we should do that. Yeah.
I tried really hard, but you got the hot seat.
But come on, don't you think that being a movie star is more fun, honestly?
Yeah, but it would have been Kelly and Priyanka.
No, the name is cool. The name is cool.
It is a good name.
Trust me, I've gotten to know the place here.
Yeah?
It's much more posh being a movie star.
Ryan is actually changing his name to Priyanka because we like the sound of it so much.
Kelly and Priyanka. It sounds good.
Yeah.
But I like Kelly and Ryan, too.
I actually like Priyanka and Kelly better because the longer name should go first. Yeah. I'm all about how it sounds.
Well, so hypothetical.
I'll go on vacation soon, guys, okay?
Yeah.
You know?
So you just went on safari, speaking of vacations.
I did.
How was it?
I was in Zimbabwe for a trip, and I've never been on safari, and it was like a quick 1-hour thing before we went to the airport, and it was amazing. Lions are...
Oh.
Were you that close?
Yeah.
Wait,
our buses were like right. I got that. Those pictures are from my phone.
From your phone?
Yeah. We were that close.
You were in a Jeep, right? You drive up in a little...
It's like a caged Jeep,
Right.
but they're just chilling there, like, you know.
Did you see the Big Five? They
themselves.
say the Big Five. Did you see all the Big Five animals?
Well, I saw 5 kinds of animals.
That's it, yeah. They call them the Big Five.
Yeah, what were the other 4?
You've clearly been on a big
There's a
time
leopard,
safari.
Right.
I went on one finally for the first time about a year ago, and we got off the plane and went to the hotel, and between the plane and the hotel saw all the Big Five on the way to the hotel. So I felt like I can go home.
I did on my way to the hotel to the airport. The same thing.
The same thing. You see it all on the way in.
I want to talk also about the Met Gala. Your dress was so stunning to me, but I was curious. Were you comfortable at all? Let's show a picture of it. And at a certain point, does anybody, are there people behind you carrying it so you can just eat?
3 people.
Right, 3 people.
So this is a really interesting story.
amazing.
First of all, the Met Gala is not about comfort, right?
No, I
the Met Gala is
understand
about
that.
being all that fashion and everything. I had 3 assistants. I couldn't sit in a car to get to the Met Gala. I had to arrive in a minibus, standing.
That's the
standing.
best.
How glamorous movies I like.
Pretty glamorous.
And I had 3 people carrying the outfit. And 3 days before the Met Gala, I had a nightmare. I was flying in from Mumbai, and I woke up on the flight, and I said, oh, my God, am I going to have to carry 20 feet of trench coat fabric all night? And I called my stylist, and she called Ralph Lauren, and they made the train detachable 2 days before the carpet.
You're kidding.
It's
Wow.
detachable.
Smart.
What was the
comes off.
inspiration for the...
For the trench coat?
Yeah.
Well, the theme was Comme des Garçons, and that sort of means like boys. And the kind of clothes Comme des Garçons does is very different silhouettes. And so the idea was to be rebellious and sort of break the norm, and I guess that did.
Yeah, I loved it. I really loved it.
But I thought to wear a trench coat.
I thought about you. You were the person I thought about most because I kept saying, is she sitting down?
Like, how's it work?
Is she,
How's it working out?
Practically, how's
Is
it?
anybody
I was in a
able to
little
talk
mini.
to her? Or is it just her and the train standing
Me and
alone?
my train. It could have been. If I didn't have that nightmare, thank God for nightmares.
Yeah,
it
thank
could have
God.
been that.
Yeah.
That would have been my night.
And did you get ready close? Because I noticed being here, moving here now, that there are people, I saw people leaving a hotel right near the Met Gala.
Yeah,
Like
that's
walking
exactly
to,
where we
basically
got.
walking to the Met
I wasn't
Gala.
going to walk with all
No, I know, but a lot of people, I saw Rihanna cross the street.
Yeah, but that's exactly where everyone was getting dressed because it's so much easier.
Yeah.
I have had friends that come over and get get ready at my house because
Your
it's
house
so
is so close?
Yeah, and then we have friends that have stopped and actually used the bathroom on the way to the Met Gala.
That's
at our
true.
house.
She told me
yeah,
that the other
it's true. People stop and use the bathroom because they're like, we're stuck in this Met Gala traffic. Can I pee in your house? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, that one.
1, 2, whatever you want.
Way TMI.
Right. So you've worked with so many talented actors. If you could concoct your dream co-host, right?
My co-host.
Co-star.
We'll ask you that question.
Looking for a co-host now, Kelly.
I found mine. But if you could concoct your dream co-star, your fantasy co-star, who would he be? Because you've worked with them all now.
So, okay, so what would I pick from?
Yeah, what would you...
Attributes from all to assemble the best.
So I would pick Dwayne Johnson's charm and his like gentleman chivalry and like
that.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, you look nice together. We just showed a picture. I was like, oh, that is a nice couple.
Not for coupling, just taking pieces and then Zach's abs, because no one can deny that.
I call those annoying.
What? It's
They're so annoying.
You know, I used to emotionally eat watching them work because of that.
Yeah, I totally understand that. It's like when you watch The Biggest Loser and you have to eat a bag of chips because you're emotionally
and
eating.
they're training, and I'm like, Doritos.
I get it.
The distress of putting you.
I totally understand what you just said. The stress of just having Zach here yesterday made me nervous. I was like, I better eat something because he hasn't eaten in days.
No, but he eats. He just eats on
just
time.
like chicken
It's like the army routine.
Right. We asked him, like, you know, what do you have to do? I thought he was about to say, I didn't have to do that. That's even more annoying than seeing those abs is somebody saying, I don't have to work for him either. You know?
Yeah.
I can eat whatever I want. I have a buffet.
He did.
Yeah, no, he had, that
they
has
all
to be
did.
work.
I mean, he has muscles I didn't even know existed.
Right.
So we got through two. Okay, we need to add a little bit more than
Jake McLaughlin, my co-actor in Quantico, has the most amazing blue eyes.
Yes.
Yeah. Dreamy.
So his eyes.
Ryan just said he's dreamy.
Dreamy eyes. And my co-actor in India, his name is Ranveer Singh. He's just like this.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, there's some Ranveer fans in here. Yeah, he has this rebellious, crazy attitude, and he's cute.
Yeah, he's adorable. So, hey, congratulations. Quantico was picked up for a 3rd season. Employment.
And we got to talk Baywatch.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back with Priyanka after this. Stay with us. Oh, yeah. Powerful heels. Priyanka with Zac Efron and Baywatch. By the way, the character you get to play, the evil villain, looked like such a fun character to play.
It really was. It was so much fun, especially because, I mean, how many people get to say, I've taken on the rock and are alive to tell the story?
Right.
And I get to, like, be mean to them. I'm patronizing. I call him Pretty Little Dum-Dum.
There's a scene where her character rolls up in this Jeep on the beach, and she's got her couture, or whatever you guys call it.
Couture dresses on the beach.
That stuff and the heels, and the driver gets out and puts a stool in the sand for her to stand in her heels in. So she towers over everybody.
Yeah, she's
it's
so
fantastic.
absurd that it's fabulous. You know, the character is just completely doesn't fit into this whole world of Baywatch, and that's what's really cool. I guess in a comedy, when you're playing a villain, you can take those liberties.
Of course.
It's so much fun.
And you met David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, I actually met him at the premiere. I hadn't met him before that.
Oh, you're kidding.
But after he finished filming for the movie, he randomly calls me, so sweet. I never met him, and said that he loves India and he loves Indian movies. And in my head, I'm going, the Hoff in a Bollywood movie. Good work.
Yeah, good work, right?
Good work.
Yeah, why not?
Hysterical.
Yeah, but he was like so serious about it. And in my head, like I was.
He calls himself the Hoff.
Yeah.
Seriously, calls
he said
himself.
That to me though.
I had lunch.
The Hoff
with him.
would be great, and I Hindi.
The Hoff. He says he pitches himself as the Hoff.
As the Hoff.
So he was in the original.
The Hoff can do it.
David Hasselhoff. He was also Knight Rider, if anybody remembers.
Right.
So we're sitting. Honestly, a couple years ago, we're sitting at lunch, and his phone is on the table, and his phone rings, and it's the ringtone of the Knight Rider theme. Yeah, that theme. And
Is that it? Right?
He answers the phone. The Hoff.
No.
The Hofbrauhaus, the Hofmeister, he calls himself all of that. He's brilliant at being David Hasselhoff.
I feel like You two are playing a prank on me right now. Is this true?
This is so true.
Yes.
It's so true. It's great. I mean, it's great.
It's great.
Can you imagine? The Chopras arrived.
You know what? I'm calling you the Chopra from now on.
All right.
Oh my God.
Run in slow motion to your theater to see Baywatch. Open Thursday. Good to see you, Priyanka.
So happy to see you. Coming up next, Abigail Breslin's here. Stick around.
Thursday on Live, also from Baywatch, Alexandra Daddario.
Our homemade ice cream recipe calls for just a handful of natural ingredients, like extra cream, because at Turkey Hill, simple is best. All natural ice cream from Turkey Hill. Extra simple, extra good.
Start your engines. The Lawrence 250 is in high gear, and we're truck ready with the region's #1 selection. Starting with the Silverado Double Cab. Lease it today for only $295 a month, or save up to $8,200 on select pickups, all customizable to your needs.
I'm Rhonda Lawrence, president of Lawrence Chevrolet. Start your engine in a new Chevy with our $250 price guarantee.
Just one more reason there's lots to love at Lawrence Chevrolet on the Carlisle Pike in Mechanicsburg.
We filmed 12 Pennsylvania kids who are all waiting to be adopted and asked them what having a family and permanent home would mean to them.
I want to be a part of a family who is loving, caring, and does a lot of activities.
People I can talk to when I'm depressed or mad or angry or sad or even when I'm happy.
Visit adoptpakids.org to watch the video, meet the kids, and learn how you can become a foster or adoptive parent.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Even if I'm like 23 years old, keep caring for me.
Pro tip for making ribs, don't go it alone. Get these great smoked ribs. Thanks.
Sure.
20 minutes on the grill, and they're done. You think he cares if I smoke ribs for 6 hours? What? What?
Some are made easy at amazing prices, only at Giant. Save on everything you need for Memorial Day, like Giant pre-cooked pork ribs, just $8.99 each. Plus, get Utz potato chips, buy one, get one free, only at My Giant.
I'm the diva of this living room, mixing old and new school. Antique table for a poker night, wingback seats for a boxing fight. Vegas bar for a little whiskey, zebra rug to get frisky. White and gold everywhere, lounging around without a care. Anything goes for this divorcee, and I don't even look 43.
Value City Furniture is now made to mix, so you can make it you.
Turkey Hill remembers when you were your own engine. You quenched your thirst with a legendary drink recipe called Haymakers. Today, Turkey Hill has Haymakers teas, punches, and ciders crafted with simple ingredients. Haymakers from Turkey Hill.
Bless you. So you can Did you sneeze?
I'm fine. I'm going to make it.
She's one of the most sought-after actors of her generation. Now she stars as Baby Houseman in the reboot of the classic film Dirty Dancing. Please welcome Abigail Breslin. To see you.
Baby! When you first started coming on this show, you were a baby.
I was.
Well, how old was she when
I
she
still feel
started
like a
coming
baby.
on?
11? You were here at 11?
I was here at
14? 16? 17?
Like in 2-year increments.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah, you
yeah.
with this show.
And now you finally turned 21. What?
How did you celebrate?
I mean, I've never been a big birthday person. Like, I love Christmas. I love, like, big holidays. Like, my birthday has never been a big deal to me. But my friends all wanted to have, like, a blowout because it was, you know,
it's an excuse
21.
to have a party.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, especially my best friend Taylor was very, like, you have to wear this sash, like, that says, like, birthday princess, and a tiara that says birthday princess.
Is your best friend Taylor Swift?
No,
no. I don't know. I just assumed, I don't know why. You said Taylor and I was like, Swift?
No.
So you were born and raised here in New York?
Yes, born and raised, yeah.
Where's home?
Whoa, that's like a really existential question right now. No, I kind of just go back and forth. I feel like they're both home, but I would say New York is always home for me.
I see.
In my heart.
Yeah. Do you drive a car, or do you?
No. I failed my driver's test 8 times, so.
What?
8 times?
The written
Sorry,
or the
Mom.
driving portion?
Like half and half.
Oh, right. Got it.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
when you go to LA, where I'm told driving is a requirement, what do you do? How do you?
I have really good friends.
Oh,
And
right.
I'm like, hey, you want to give me a ride? And also, I just like.
Such a different thing, right, growing up in New York, where it doesn't. I remember I was waiting in line at the DMV for my 16th birthday to just have that freedom. But here you have, in New York, you have the freedom.
Yeah, it's
you
all
can get
freedom.
around without.
Yeah.
No, literally, the girl who was at the DMV actually started to feel sorry for me. She was like, "Sweet, I don't think this is gonna work for you."
Right.
I was like, "I don't think so either."
Public transportation's
Can't
your
they
thing.
just at a certain point, like, can't they grandfather you in? You know, like if you take the test 10 times, you get in. Even if you fail, you're
I think
fine.
that like they wouldn't want other people on the road or off the road to die.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So now Ryan is a new New Yorker. What advice can you give him? What doesn't he know that he should know about New York?
I mean, honestly, like one of the biggest things for me that like jars me when people are here and they don't know the real way to say it is like when people say Houston Street.
Oh, right. You mean
like,
Houston.
dude, no.
Right.
Yeah, it's Houston.
It's Houston.
So make sure that you never say Houston Street. Because my brother one time, this girl came up to him and was like, "Hi, do you know where Houston Street is?" And he's like, "Mm-mm."
It's spelled
Right.
like
No idea.
Houston, Texas.
Really
How
weird.
would we know? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a fair mistake.
It's a New York.
It's fair,
It's a New York thing.
but it's
But
incorrect.
it's wrong.
Yeah.
I will do my
Good
best.
advice. That's good advice. All right, listen, coming up, we're going to find out what Abigail was doing when she learned she got the role of Baywatch. That's Abigail Breslin in the scene from Dirty Dancing. You know, I've never seen the original movie. I have never seen it. Have you
Why?
seen it? I don't know.
She says why.
I don't know. I don't
Yes,
know.
I've seen it.
I
It's a
don't
rite
know.
of passage.
I understand that. It's turning 30 this year. You're not 30. This is a movie that came out 9 years before you were born.
When did you see it?
Indeed.
first?
I saw it when I was 13. My mom showed it to me. And I feel like usually when your parent shows you a movie and they're like, "You have to see this movie, you're going to love it," I'm like, I'm going to hate this. But as soon as I started watching it, I was obsessed. And I just was like, I want to
So
be baby.
she was a big fan of the original, your mom?
Yeah, she said to me, she was like, if ever they made a remake of Dirty Dancing, like, you make
have
such
to
a
do
good
it.
baby. Like, I would die if you played baby. And so I called her and I was like, hey,
good
don't
news.
die. But, yeah.
But, I mean, that's like she predicted the future. That's incredible.
Yeah, no,
So,
it's pretty
so where were you? Because we talked about it before we went to commercial break. Where were you? What were you doing when you found out you got the role?
I was actually in TJ Maxx buying towels. And I was like,
you were a Maxxinista. I know my people. I know my people.
Well, the
when I-
deals, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bargain gal,
Yeah.
honestly. So it was like a 2 for $10, and I was like, yeah,
I'm
I
in.
want a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like holding this huge stack. I'm wearing like a tie-dye Pensacola t-shirt for some reason.
Yeah.
And my phone rings. I'm like, hello, and they're like, yeah, do you want to do the Dirty Dancing remake and be baby? And I was like, I'm buying towels right now. Can I call you back in like 10 minutes when I check out? Yes. Sure. So it was really.
She got the role, and there's no shortage of fresh
Really
towels,
exciting.
apparently.
Exactly.
After that. Congratulations.
I'm so excited to see this. I will finally watch it.
Yeah, you can watch.
Dirty Dancing tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on ABC. Make sure you check out that.
All right, coming up next, we're going to the inbox. Stay with us. We're right back.
Isn't that nice?
Tomorrow on Live, the winning and runner-up couple from Dancing with the Stars.
News, certainly for James Bond fans. Sir Roger Moore, James Bond actor, dies at the age of 89. This just reported. So he will certainly be missed. He was one of my favorites.
course.
And I think every guy, every little
Right.
boy wants to drive a James Bond car or wear a James
Yes.
Bond suit or have a gadget.
He's the first James Bond I remember. You know what I mean? I really recall him and actively went to see those films when Roger Moore was James Bond.
So sad news there.
Sad news.
All right, shifting gears.
Yeah, Heather LaGreca from Forked River, New Jersey says, Ryan, I cannot stop laughing at the thought of seeing you on the beach with a metal detector. Do you wear knee socks with it?
I have my my original jams on. By the way, there's treasure. There is treasure. Let's see, our first year of marriage, 31 years ago. This is from Lori, Michigan. My husband and I were having a snowball fight in the front yard. His wedding band blew off. We ended up renting a metal detector, and we found it.
Wow.
Figured it was a sign we were meant to be together for the long haul. Treasure. There's treasure out there.
I got a better one.
Okay.
I got a better one. Sarah Bennett from Defiance, Ohio said, my friend lost her wedding ring. 38 years later, her husband found it in the pig pen. She thought maybe she had thrown kitchen scraps from the kitchen and her ring may have come off then. See, I thought like the pig pen is what we refer to my daughter's room. I was like, she found it in my daughter's room? That's so crazy.
Lauren says, my husband and I were once snorkeling in Puerto Rico. We saw something shiny. He dove down and he came up with a gold and ruby ring. It fit my index finger perfectly, and I wear it all the time. Treasure. It's out there.
Peggy Hobbs from Massachusetts says, while on a lake in Maine, we saw a couple in a little old rowboat using a metal detector along a small sandbar. Within an hour, the woman was holding up her hand, admiring a huge diamond ring they had found. Come on.
It happens, Ripa.
Come on, he buried that there, and that was a proposal.
Let's see, Elizabeth Strong, a tweet says, years ago, I was throwing sticks in the ocean for my Labrador when she came back with what I thought was a crab. It was my keys.
Wow. Wow.
I love a lab. Oh, my Georgia.
Shannon Seisel in Titusville, Florida says, tell Art I hope he feels better soon. His back injury isn't as embarrassing as mine. I once pulled a muscle in my back while sitting on the couch changing my son's diaper.
Do we know? Is he going to be back this week? What have you heard, Gelman?
If not, we should do the show from his bed.
From his bedside, yes.
Or we could have a live satellite link.
Oh,
right
that's
there,
a good
right?
idea.
We were talking about 50% of Americans have no landline. I keep a landline just so I can call the house and talk to my pups through the answering machine when I'm on my way home. We'll be right back.
That's sweet.
If you'd like to know more